वैराग्य विद्या निज भक्ति योगा शिक्षार्थमेक पुरुष पुराण श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य शरीरधारी कृपाम्बुदीय तमहं प्रपद्ये मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुदीनतारणम् वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. Hare Krishna, warm welcome everyone to the study of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. So we continue our study of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, and see Krishna is playing multiple roles for Arjuna. He's playing the role of a supreme personality of Godhead. He's playing the role of a teacher, of a mentor, of a guide, of a friend, of a well-wisher, of an elder brother, of a father figure. uh, Krishna is playing multiple roles for him, and he's also, I mean, which we understand in general management workings as well. How when you train someone, there's some things like you tell the person and keep. One way is like you hold hand, huh? You spoon feed or hold hand. You make him do work by holding him and his hand and make him do the work. Another is you tell him what he needs doing and you keep a watch on him. You see him, you get feedbacks and check upon him. Another like you instruct him, show him what to do and make him follow you. Huh? Likewise, one is you give it to him and be relax free. Just delegate upon him, let him do, and you know, yes, he will come up with the fine result which I'm after. So, anyways, Krishna is playing multiple roles for Arjuna: teacher, mentor, guide, manager, whatever, guru, and supreme personality of Godhead as well. Sure, all these roles. Huh? Now, question: Krishna is playing guru as well for Arjuna. In this world of chaos, in today's world, who is more lacking? Number of gurus are more lacking. This world is short of number of gurus or number of disciples. Who does the world need more? Does the world need more gurus or world needs more disciples, students, followers?
World needs more disciples
And Harsha says world needs more disciples. And what makes you say so, Harsha?
because I don't see many people who are devoted and determined to follow or follower or a guru. And probably that's the way to achieve a better.
So you say that you do not see many in this world who are very determined, disciplined, and they who can follow in a very pakka sense, right? And so the world would benefit if it has more disciples, if it has more sincere students and followers. Huh?
Oh, yes, yes.
Okay. Any other points or anything?
My first, my, my first response was disciples as well. But then, if everyone was a guru, it isn't being a guru like one who is already with God. So if everyone was with God already, then the
Thank you, Lucy. Yeah. So, decide. Thank you, Lucia. So disciples is your first response, but it doesn't sound like your final response.
I'm still thinking about it. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah, it's okay. So, um, see if this question could be appreciated. Personally, I like this question very much, and this is helping me understand Krishna consciousness or become Krishna consciousness or find my motivation or inspiration in the practice of Krishna consciousness. Krishna consciousness is a lifetime engagement, or it should be like a lifetime engagement. Hopefully, this becomes my lifetime engagement. No pressure on me or on anyone else as well. And I mean, I would really the once I met devotees and once I started seeing them doing japa, I was telling to myself, "Oh my God, who can do this day in day out, daily?" And when I started doing japa by myself, by Krishna's blessings, by devotees' blessings, I could find some appreciation in japa that this is my prayer till my last physical breath if I could be engaged in devotional service, if I could be practicing bhakti yoga, if I could be in association of devotees, if I could be chanting the holy names of Krishna, reading, hearing, or glorifying Krishna. And see, another question. I won't be sharing much of my thoughts on this. Should we become a, does the world need guru or disciple? But just I brought this up, and we'll discuss it tomorrow day, another day as well. Another question, and I'm just asking it right now, and we will discuss another day. Does Krishna sees life as like, okay, he has lived these many lives. He has lived trillions of lives. And in the year 2022, say in this Kalpa, he is in this life. Or does Krishna see life as one? Do you see my question? Does Krishna sees, for my case, say, would you see, okay, in this Kalpa, he has lived these many lives, and now he's such and such in this male body, living here, doing this, and all these things. Or does Krishna see, no, okay, what I mean to say, Krishna doesn't see life like that. Krishna sees life as one. Whenever one attains Krishna, whenever one attains Godhead, whenever one attains, I mean, in Srimad Bhagavatam, second canto, Krishna has a dialogue with Lord Brahma. And it's fascinating reading through it. Krishna and Lord Brahma, they have a dialogue with each other. And then Krishna shakes hands with Lord Brahma. Wow. Krishna puts his hand forward, Lord Brahma brings his hand, their hands lock, they shake hands, and then so when a sadhaka, when a pure soul, when he enters and transcendence, when he enters home, when he enters Golok Vrindavan, when he gets direct darshan of Krishna face to face and all, that's that's like for Krishna, that's one life only. Yeah, he has made it in one life because life is in. For us, there is breakage. Oh, currently I'm in a male body, male Indian body, as many say also. Uh, Male this body, female body, this body, sort of. Uh, but for Krishna, it's not like that. For Krishna, his life is one. For me, okay, this could be my 100th life, this could be my this many life and all. But for Krishna, life is one only. Because he doesn't see matter, he sees beyond matter, he penetrates to matter. And for me, I'm stuck at matter largely. So, what does the world want? More guru? World is needing more guru or more disciple? Well, actually, the world will benefit a lot. It is disciples only. It's disciples. No one becomes a guru. Like Lucy was saying, well, if there were more gurus in the world, if everyone is a guru, then they would be closer to Krishna and then there won't be chaos in this world, right?
If they were genuine.
Yeah, and also by guru, we mean genuine only. Uh, if again in perfect question, perfect answer or somewhere. Yeah, I think in that book or Civilization and Transcendence, either of this book, I don't remember exact now. Someone asked Prabhupada, false guru, what about false guru? Prabhupada says, well, guru and falsity, they do not go together. Guru is an absolute tattva. Guru can never be bad. Guru can never be false. Just we discussed the other day. Krishna is absolute. What does absolute mean? One-sided. Krishna is absolute, meaning he is one-sided. All good. Likewise, Guru is also one-sided. All fully surrendered to the will of Krishna. So there's nothing like false guru or a bad guru. Uh, and what we see in society here, there are people who take on this position and then they exploit and all. They are in no way guru. They are in no way a guru. So the world, if everyone becomes a guru, then would be closer to Krishna. Again, Krishna doesn't see, oh, well, he's a guru. So yeah, he's close to me or he can be, and well, he's still a disciple or he is. No, Krishna sees the pure soul. And Krishna sees the purity in the pure soul. What I mean, the world, we all should aim to become disciple only. No one should aim to become a guru. No one. Hmm? Okay, see this question like this. Have we ever heard that a mother has given birth to a father? Or a father has, a man or a father has taken birth? It is only a child is born, right? Mother has given birth to a child. कभी सुना अच्छा वो फलाने गांव में एक बाप पैदा हुआ है
nahi, nahi. It cannot
हाँ?
happen, not possible.
हाँ? क्या सुना है भाई बच्चा पैदा हुआ है
Right, right.
A father is never born, only a child is born. So it's not like, oh, a guru is born. No, come on, a guru is born. Now a guru is born. No, become a guru. No, only a child is born. Ah, and we have, every one of us, we have to become uh, disciple only. Guru is also a disciple only, no? Guru is the, for a Shishya, it's a subjective thing. For a sadhaka, a practitioner, Guru is the personal, customized manifestation of Krishna. So, this is why his Guru is very heavy. Someone who, for a sadhaka, externally is no less than Krishna, no less, equal or maybe more, or more only. No? But the Guru for himself, if he thinks, okay, I'm in this position, then it's a very dangerous thing. It's a very dangerous thing. So it is only a disciple, a student, a child is always born. Never hear a father is born. And the day I become a disciple, that day Krishna will embrace me. Then Krishna is not at all far away. The day I become a disciple. And disciple means what? One who has disciplined himself, one who has allowed himself to be disciplined by Krishna. And Guru is the representative of Krishna. So, no one becomes a guru. One becomes a disciple. Guru is also a disciple. But yeah, for a sadhaka, for a disciple, he cannot say to his guru, he should not, oh, spiritual master, you are also a disciple. Don't think yourself to be a guru. That's not at all the etiquette. It may happen and it happens also. Disciples try to educate their gurus. That's one of the last thing you want to do, to educate your guru. No. Okay, so Arjuna became a disciple. We should also become disciples only. And that is where uh, we would find our real joy. So, with this hope, aspiration, prayer, we continue our study of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, chapter 10, text 34 onwards. Fascinating translation and shloka actually. Completely fascinating. So let's see. Sarva Mrityu Sarvaharashchaham Udbhavacha Bhavashyatam Kirti Shrirvakcha Narinam Smritir Meda Dhriti Shama. Okay, I shall read translation and both of you share purport.
I am all devouring death, and am the generating principle of all that is yet to be. Among women, I am fame, fortune, fine speech, memory, intelligence, steadfastness, and patience. As soon as a
Assume
man,
Agan.
should I go ahead? As soon
I
as a
shall read.
man is born, he dies at every moment. As soon as a man is born, he dies at every moment. Thus, death is devouring every living entity at every moment. But the last stroke is called death itself. Thus, death is devouring every living entity at every moment. But the last stroke is called death itself. That death is Krishna. As for future development, all living entities undergo six basic changes. They are born, they grow, they remain for some time, they reproduce, they dwindle, and finally they vanish. Of these changes, the first is deliverance from the womb, and that is Krishna. The first generation is the beginning of all future activities.
The seven opulences listed: fame, fortune, fine speech, memory, intelligence, steadfastness, and patience are considered feminine. If a person possesses all of them, or some of them, he becomes glorious. If a man is famous as a righteous man, then make him glorious. Sanskrit is a perfect language and is therefore very glorious. If after studying one can remember a subject matter, he is gifted with a good memory, or smriti, and the ability not only to read many books on different subject matters, but to understand them and apply them when necessary is intelligence, metta. Another opulence: the ability to overcome unsteadiness. Unsteadiness is called firmness or steadfastness, driti, and when one is fully qualified, yet is humble and gentle, and when one is able to keep his balance both in sorrow and in the ecstasy of joy, he has the opulence called patience, shama. I am all-devouring death, and I am the generating principle of all that is yet to be. Among women, I am fame, fortune, fine speech, memory, intelligence, steadfastness, and patience.
Thank you. Fascinating shloka and fascinating thing Krishna is saying. Actually, reading Bhagavad Gita, many of this, it's not like a complete revelation to us, or it's not like a, oh wow, this is something new, something completely unknown and unknown. Huh? It's like that is there amongst all of us, this knowledge, because love for Krishna is there amongst all of us, inbuilt, every living entity. Na? He's a pure lover of Krishna. But just we are live in forgetfulness. We have been overpowered. We have allowed ourselves to be overpowered or covered by the material energy. We have allowed ourselves to be distracted. We get overpowered, distracted, and we have allowed ourselves to be distracted. So this is why it is very much hidden or somewhere deep down amongst us. But it's not like it's not there. It is there. And now with the process of practicing Krishna consciousness, devotee association, all this comes to the surface. So Krishna is saying, I am all devouring that, and I am the generating principle of all that is yet to be. Striking, isn't it? Prabhupada says in purport, as soon as a man is born, he dies at every moment. But now we all, in a gentle society, we all have heard of this and we all believe in this, right? You know, the two things, generally when birthday is celebrated, say if someone it is his 10th birthday, people make a cake and they put candles, they put 10 candles, right? And blow the candles. I don't know in Europe what they do, and but I think it's the same, right? And this cake thing is again a very much Western influence amongst it, in India as well. So make a cake and put 10 candles and say blow the cake. Huh? Now and then 11th birthday, so 11 candles. Say 20th birthday, 20 candles, or if not 20 candles, then one candle which is like written 20 like that, right? Now, as year passes, candles are increasing. This is one way, and this gives a sense of what? Wow, I'm growing up. I'm growing up and all. I'm becoming more independent, perhaps. Huh? But is it like I'm growing or I'm going soon or I'm losing time? Is it like I'm getting more time or I'm losing time? When next birthday comes, the thought should be that wow, I've got less time left now. I don't have much time. We do not have much time. Huh? The day I become a sadhaka, I will realize that wow, it is just time is not in my hands. I'm overrunning with time. I have less time. The day because the and this is what in love, time is always short. Is it not? When one is in love, one will find that oh, I don't have much time. I'm running out of time. Time is always short. And in pain, time appears to be like, wow, so long. Ever had toothache? Toothache. Very, very painful toothache. And suppose you have toothache 8 p.m. in the night. Where do you go? Where do you find a dentist 10 p.m., 11 p.m. in the night and all? One can go maybe hospital, A&E, emergency, accident and emergency and all. But sometimes no, you have to wait. The doctor is not available. 5 hours and all. Take painkillers, and then that 5 hour, 9 hour, 10 hour night itself becomes so long. You are traveling in journey toothache. What do you do? So pain always like time appears to be very lengthy when in pain, and when in merry season in love, oh, time is like so short. So a sadhaka, he should always find himself that I'm lacking in time. I don't have much time. So birthdays, they are a reminder for us of what they should be a reminder of that there's not much time left now. With birthday, am I again the names like birthday means what rejuvenation, kind of birth, life. Now, am I getting new life rejuvenated or new life or could be like I'm approaching closer to my final breaths and all. And Krishna is saying every moment everything is getting taken away from us. Everything, nothing physically we are able to hold. Time is the biggest devour, right? I'm the all devouring time, as in takes everything. So we all Chucky piece na, we all are being like grinding motor. We all are being crushed or ground up in this element of time. And time in Bhagavatam, we say time is the eternal representation of Krishna. Bhagavad Gita deals with primary five subject matters. Harsha, you remember these five subject matters? Okay, Bhagavad Gita deals with primary five subject matters. Huh? These are soul, living entity, then time, material nature, karma, and Krishna, God, Supreme Personality of Godhead, God. Huh? These five subject matters. Of this, four are eternal, one is not. Which one is not eternal? Living entity, us spirit souls, Krishna, time, material nature, and karma. Is Krishna eternal? Is living entity eternal? Is time eternal? Is karma eternal? Is material nature eternal? What do you think is not eternal? What do you think is are eternal? Krishna is eternal, living entity. We are part and parcels of Krishna. We are also eternal. Huh? Time can never be stopped. Time can never be stopped. Time can never be checked as well as such. No. So time is also eternal. Material nature is also eternal. Although it it opens up its world, stays for some time, closes its world, and again the same thing opens door. It is karma which is not eternal because our karmic actions and reactions they can be put to an end. Up until now, we have been suffering because of our karmic reactions, good or bad, suffering or enjoying. But from now on, we may still act, yet the law of karma will not apply to us. That is the teachings of Krishna consciousness. How to live in a world and yet be not of this world. Huh? How to live in this world, how to live in a world and yet be not of this world. This is Krishna conscious teachings. So we might still be functioning and we have to function. We are functioning. It's a um, this Prithvi Lok, na? This is a world. Planet Earth is a world of action. We have to act, but yet we need not receive any consequence of it, good or bad reaction of it. What is the best way to act and not receive any reaction? How is it possible? Act and do not get any reaction, good or bad. Is when we act out of love. It is love in which there is no good or bad reaction. It is love only which transcends good and bad. Love is beyond good and bad. Love is beyond right and wrong. Where there is love, there is no scope for right or wrong. Where there is love, there is no scope for good and bad. Where there is love, there is no scope to prove. So love transcends all this duality. So when we are in love with Krishna, only then we would be coming out of the law of karmic reaction. Otherwise not. Some people, mobile phone is used worldwide. Some people use postpaid bill for their mobile phone, right? Postpaid bill means what? That every month or every 3 months or 6 months, But a bill comes to your residence, to your address, and one needs to pay that bill. One doesn't know. In postpaid bill, one doesn't know how much bill is going to come. But one knows for sure, well, minimum this much bill will come because this is my monthly rental and all. And on top of this, based on my usage, a bill will come. Hmm? So, s- such is the working that a person has a postpaid phone connection number and he's anticipating a bill and he's making unlimited or making lots and lots of phone calls, messages using internet, but yet his bill comes as nil. No, not even minimum rental and all. Or if at all just minimum rental you have to pay. How is it possible? How is it possible? Do you think it is possible? This is possible. How? If the person who is using the postpaid number, if he has a very good relationship with the company, with the telecom company, with the network company with whom he is using the number. Uh, and such good relationship that the he's such in loving relationship with the boss of that company and all that they may issue the bill and the bill could be for 10,000 rupees, 1,000 pounds, whatever, but he doesn't have to pay or the bill even would not be generated because say in computer in the system a mapping or some code or something could be written in his name that see if the name matches this thing, this unique id. Many countries, right? Aadhaar card, national insurance number, and all. So if this is for certain insurance number, certain Aadhaar card, erase any bill. The bill is not applicable. The person doesn't have to pay any penny, or if at all, the person has to just pay the monthly rental. So if such a thing can be worked out or is being worked on in the mundane material world, all the mundane material laws they are kind of perfected reflection or they are a reflection of the laws of the spiritual world. Likewise, when we love Krishna and when we act out of love, then the law of karma does not apply on us. When we are motivated by love. And this is what Krishna told Arjuna. You have a duty to fight. Now Arjuna fought this war, but not out of his duty, out of love for Krishna. If he just fought out of duty, that would not have been good enough. No. That would have been good, but not good enough for sure. But he fought out of love. Why? Because Krishna wanted this war to happen. Arjuna understood Krishna's desire, Krishna's heart, and he said, yes, I will fight to please you. I will fight. Why will you fight? Because I love you. Because Krishna wants me to. What does it mean Krishna wants me to? And so I will do it. Because I love him. So I will do whatever Krishna wants out of love, not just out of duty. So externally to set a stone in the society out of duty, but internally out of love only for Krishna. Externally to send this message, set a standard, a culture, but internally only to love Krishna. It is the love. When we act out of love, have you ever heard of this phrase, this expression of saying, time stops, time stands still, time stops, समय रुक जाता है, समय थम जाता है. Generally, people say this when they are in love, or at least in some movies they show. Huh? Boy meets girl, girl meets boy, and time stops. थम जाता है, रुक जाता है. So time stops only when one is in love, and when one is in stress, or time is like going long and long, long and long, such a long wait and all. So when we are in love with Krishna, then the working of time will be very different for us. Law of karma will stop altogether. We would have paid our dues. We all are debtors in this world. We have got debts towards the higher authorities, demigods, and living entities who rule over these planets, uh, who are superiors and all. We have debts towards them. We have debts towards the scriptures. We have debts towards saintly people, society, and all. So many. But the day I understand my debt towards Krishna, the day I completely surrender myself to Krishna, then all my debts are fulfilled. Otherwise, I may just end up, I can never repay everyone's debt or anyone's debt upon me. No. Also, Krishna's debt, it cannot be repaid, but it is a relationship out of gratitude. It is a relationship out of gratitude. Krishna sees, yes, this sadhaka loves me. Although he may not be able to do everything spot on. But again, love transcends right and wrong, good and bad. So this is why when in love, a sadhaka is allowed to make mistakes. A sadhaka can make mistakes. Is that not a great feeling? Wow, I'm somewhere, I'm with someone or something, and I have the liberty to make mistake. I'm allowed to make mistake. Krishna is not saying us to become perfect. No. What is the difference between perfect and pure? Is there a difference? Think. Think if there is a difference between perfect and pure. And what does the world want us to be? What does society want us to be? Perfect or pure? Oh, that's a perfect answer, perfect being, perfect taxpayer, perfect role model.
Yeah, perfect is inauthentic and fake.
Perfect is inauthentic and fake. Fake.
Pure is just open.
Why is perfect? Lucy says perfect is unauthentic and fake, or seems unauthentic and fake. Why does perfect seem unauthentic and fake? Perfect, no. Yeah, so perfect, it need not be fake perhaps, it need not be inauthentic, unauthentic, but perfect is not perfect enough. It can never be perfect enough. And perfect will eventually bring a sense of pride. Perfect will eventually bring a sense of competition. Perfect will eventually put us in a trajectory of superiority, inferiority. Looking down upon someone, thinking high of myself. These are the heavy traits of perfect, dealing or wanting to become perfect. Purity is more self introspection. Purity is more, I stand to be corrected. Please correct me. Please criticize me. Please let me know where I am wrong. Purity is one is more, not pride, no. Purity means one will find himself impure. That is purity. One will won't have that time to think that I've become very pure, I'm pure. This is the paradox. And in perfect, one might struggle to see others as pure or perfect. No. And in purity, one will find impurity with oneself and see others as elevated. And this is the mood we have to naturally come up to, come. And this will come naturally through good sadhana, through good appreciation of devotees. See, our mood should be when it comes to devotee relationship. What should be my understanding? Had I been in his or her shoes, I would have done even worse than what he or she is doing. Had I been in his or her shoes, I would have done even worse. I would not have made it even this far than what they are doing, he or she is doing. This should be my mantra when I see any devotee in my dealings, because externally, na, we are not seeing externally. So had my external situation be like his or her. Now many devotees are being displaced from Ukraine. If I see anyone, oh wow, he's from Ukraine, he's a bit displaced, and look what sadhana is he doing and all. Oh come on, Prabhu. We are not this body, we are spirit, soul. Do not you understand this? And if I try to give someone this sort of thing and all, huh? So this is one way, or rather I must say, and genuinely, that yes, had I been in this Prabhu's shoes, I would not have even managed to walk this far than what he is doing. And for myself, no. For myself, I should be thinking, wow, everyone is advancing, it is just me who is staying back or holding back. Yeah. So, perfection and purity, they are two different things actually. Perfection is very dangerous to move to try for or crave for or go for. Purity is what we should aim. I'm not here to change someone and all, to show someone, oh, you need this correcting, you need that correcting, that's your fault in you know. I'm here to purify myself, to correct myself. This is how it should be. And when we are again genuinely practicing Krishna consciousness, and when I'm valuing my association, when I see, wow, I've been blessed, I don't deserve such association, but I've been blessed to get such an association. This is the thing, no? See, when I tell Krishna, oh Krishna, I do not deserve actually in a way to chant your holy names. I do not deserve this great devotee association, but I've been so causelessly blessed to have this association. And if I can keep this, then I can keep myself humble, grounded. That is purity. Otherwise, I may think, okay, wow, I'm becoming perfect now, I'm becoming perfect now. To become perfect now. And with perfect means others are imperfect. And with purity means I am impure, others are much better than me. Others are much better than me. So externally, had I been in another shoes, I would not have come this far. And had other person been in my shoe, oh, he or she would have been practicing way much better than what I am doing. This is this is what the mood should be.
I was just thinking, when you're practicing trying to purify your heart, do you think people can get confused with thinking that they're pure, but they're actually trying to be perfect? And how can you tell the difference within yourself, let alone with other people? I think that's what I'm trying to say, something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, very very good question. So, yeah, very thoughtful question, very good, deep, and good listener. So the question is, correct me. The question is, if someone is trying to practice, how does he work it out that whether he's actually becoming pure or wanting to become pure, or if he's wanting to become perfect, or if he's.
Because you might feel really good.
But how do I distinguish whether it is the perfection or the purity thing where I am sailing, right? A lot of self introspection, lot of self introspection actually, and devotee association. Devotee association is the key. how much I take inspiration from a devotee, how much I see a devotee as my role model. We all need a role model in life. Again, for Krishna, for Arjuna, Krishna is the role model, Krishna is the guru, Krishna is the mentor, Krishna is everything in that sense. But for me, how much do I uh, praise or how exalted do I see? Not all devotees, perhaps, but at least one or two, yes. Wow. So, and self introspection, then I would be able to see some humility. And it's more of a, yeah, whom am I cheating? I'm cheating no one but myself. I'm not cheating my partner, my mom, dad, or other devotees, or temple community, or people I work with, and all. I'm just cheating myself only. So, if I'm being honest with myself and if I understand what is it I want in life, perfection may complicate life for me, may not make it simple. Another snare of Maya. Perfection, Maya may make us believe that perfection is what we want, and perfection will solve life problems or make life simple for us. But actually, not, may not. Purity will definitely solve life for us, make life simple for us. So when I genuinely understand through practice, when I get this realization and I become fixed up in this realization that I'm anything but pure, I'm anything but pure. So when I'm genuinely humble, and when, there's like again in a very cyclical effect. When I see the beauty of Krishna, when I see the beauty of Bhagavad Gita, the dialogue, when I see the beauty of Bhagavatam, when I see the beauty of chanting the holy names of Krishna, the beauty of Krishna consciousness, devotee association, prasadam, uh, and this is what I attain and hanker for. So I would want to make myself humble. Humble means what? Following the order of Krishna, following the order of Guru and Gaurang. Follow all to please Guru and Gaurang, to please Krishna and spiritual master. Do whatever pleases Krishna and spiritual master. That is humility. So if I'm cultivating myself on those lines, I would be able to see that am I in the perfection area or in the purity area. If I'm in purity area, I would never consider myself to be pure. Genuinely. Externally, I may fake it up, right? And tell you something, to fake it up in spiritual life is perhaps even more easier. Because with spiritual life, your dress code, lifestyle changes and all, people may start actually believing and thinking. One can demonstrate, one can project that, yeah, actually I'm a devotee. Huh? But it is for oneself to check internally what my mood is, what my bhav is, where do I stand, what is my ultimate aim and goal in life. So if I'm faking it up, I can fake it up and externally pose to be also humble and pure. But makeup or fake up doesn't last long. One day the makeup and fake up will come out, and then what? One day the nakedness will be revealed, will be exposed. And who got cheated? None but me only. I am cheating myself only. And along the way, I am becoming a source of trouble and a source of misery, a source of putting people back in their progressive journey towards Krishna. So one can see if one has not yet attained the darshan of Krishna, there is no perfection. No perfection. And he has no right to be any proud of in life if he has not had the darshan of Krishna. We understand this word darshan, right? Darshan means vision of Krishna, direct vision, direct beholding the beauty of Krishna, listening to Krishna, seeing Krishna. If I have not made it that much in life yet, what pride can I have? This is what Bhaktivinoda Thakur says. That if you have not yet had the ocean of Krishna, direct seeing Krishna, touched by Krishna.
Like literally seeing
Yes, literally.
what the image is doing Krishna.
Yeah, Krishna, literally seeing Krishna, the person.
Not like
And
sensing it in your heart. You literally feel.
not just feeling or emotion, even beyond feeling and emotion. Like I say this, we say this, right? Devotees say, temple room, hundreds and thousands of people have entered the temple room, right? Over months, years, whatever, but many have entered. But can everyone see the deities as Krishna? No. And do everyone get that sense of reciprocation from the deities? No. Reciprocation.
Reciprocation, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the many who have come to the temple room, but do not see the deities as deities. So if we see deities at our different levels of consciousness, we all are carrying different levels of consciousness. Accordingly, deities reciprocate with us. So thing is, until and unless I've had the version of Krishna in real, uh, I can never afford to be carrying any pride. And look at the beauty on the other side. Someone who has had darshan of Krishna, he would never be pride as well. Only a humble person actually can attain the darshan of Krishna. And this humility, this is why in us as a practitioner, humility has to be intact. Humility is our jewel, ornament. It is such a private thing one should never expose. One can never say. One should never expose. And one should never play with humility or fake it up or no. Humility is to be very safe, just like one's wealth, right? Someone has 100,000 pounds, 500,000 pounds, this much jewelry, what not say. And no one tells how much is there and what's my password, what's the lock key and all. People want to keep it very safe, very safe. Likewise, humility is what one's love for Krishna, and that has to be protected. It is not to be revealed, oh, I had such a great team, I had this thing, no. So does that somewhat tune in with your question that how to distinguish between purity and perfection? For this, lots of introspection. Externally, I may be cheating, nah? But whom am I cheating? I'm cheating myself only. This is why Krishna consciousness, Krishna is not asking Arjuna as such to change. I mean, Arjuna is a pure devotee of Krishna and fine, yeah. Krishna is not expecting others to change. Krishna wants me to change. This is a personal message. For Arjuna, Krishna did not change the date of the war, the place of the war, the situations, the armies, no. Did Krishna make any changes in the war arrangement? None. None. But Arjuna changed altogether. He realized it is I who have to change for good. Likewise, we have to become devotee for good. For good. And if I'm actually practicing Krishna consciousness, I would protect humility so much. I would appreciate, I would value humility so much that in my wildest of dream, I shouldn't entertain any perfection oriented or pride oriented thoughts that I've made it. Yeah, I've come a long way. I might have come a long way, but I've still not made it yet. I can never think I've made it yet. I might be just there, almost there, but almost there is not good enough, is it? Almost there is not good enough, just there is not good enough. I've not made it yet.
Either there or you're not.
Yeah, we all are work in progress, that is there. Yeah, we all are working towards it. But I can never afford to say think that, yeah, fine. at this pace if I continue. This is why any mathematical logic calculation equation doesn't fit in the spiritual science. No, I cannot come up with an algorithm or a logic or equation. Okay, at this rate, I cannot apply those laws of physics. At this rate, if I continue, yeah, then in 20 years you will be back to Godhead. You will make it to Godhead. No, no. So thing is, we should be more wanting towards purity, then perfection will come. But if I'm going towards perfection, purity need not be there. No. Ah, Krishna wants us to be pure, not perfect. Krishna would appreciate purity, although we can never be fully pure as well. We can never be fully of anything perfect, pure, and all. But Krishna just. Oh, perfection is what? To understand that actually I'm impure. That is perfection. Not perfection to understand to become perfect, I've become perfect. No. It is tremendously paradox. The more one realizes how impure am I, the more he is pure actually. The more one realizes how fallen am I, how filthy am I. Then only one can cry out for Krishna in that state only. Does that somewhat answer your question? Thank you. So yeah, Mrityu Sarva Haraschaham. I am the all devouring death. Who is an awakened person? Can I say a person who is always thinking of that, who has never forgotten that, is an awakened person, is an enlightened person. The world is so much, this is why the world is in illusion. And look, is it not so astonishing? In Mahabharata, we see Yudhishthir and Yamraj actually they have a dialogue. So Yudhishthir is asked what is the most astonishing thing in this world. He says, well, everyone is dying, yet everyone is so cool about it. Not like that, I'm just a bit paraphrasing. Isn't it interesting? We go to Nigambodh Garden, to cremation grounds and all. We know my body once I was a 5-year-old boy. Where's that body? No more, gone, died. 10-year-old body, where is it? Gone, died. 15-year, gone, died. I'm giving up my body, and one day I will give up this body as well. But who cares? Okay. Yeah. So much distracted by the so called glamour of this world, by the glittery of this world, and everything. This is why we say, do we live in attraction or distraction? What do you think? We live in attraction or distraction? We
Distraction.
live in distraction, which appears to be attraction to us. What is attraction to us is actually a distraction only. And sadhaka, yeah, he could be living in both attraction, distraction. Attracted to the practice of Krishna consciousness and realizing, wow, what distraction is. And now this is the struggle. And pure devotee, he lives in attraction only. So someone who has not found his resolve in Krishna consciousness is pretty much living in distraction. Because he has not understood his mind and senses, that he's not this body. One who is with this, I'm this body, and lives like that, he's living in distraction only. But one who realizes I'm not this body, or at least understands, even if theoretically I'm not this body, and practices a spiritual path, discipline, and all, then yeah, for that person, he's in a tug of war. He's in a tussle between attraction, distraction. Oh, movies, no, distraction. Krishna Katha attraction. And somehow I put myself, situate myself. And pure devotee, he's in his natural state now. For a pure devotee of Krishna, loving Krishna is naturally spontaneous. It is effortless. So he lives in attraction only. And we live in mixed. For us, distraction is what has become our attraction actually. Yeah. So one who has lost sight of that, he's sleeping, he's in big sleep. One who has lost sight of that, one who is not seeing that, and one who is in a chase after life, one who is shaping life to glorify that. Ultimate glory of human life is where? Towards death only. Yeah. There's one thing, art of living, how to live life. There's so many motivational speakers will find how to live life, parents, family, society. Oh, you should live life like this, you should bring this change, do that change, and all. Another is what? How to live life, as in how to live material life. That Krishna is teaching here. Bhagavad Gita. Krishna is teaching us how to live in this world and yet not be of this world. Is it not fascinating? We still be living in this world, yet not be of this world. And this is what devotees from Karuna Bhavan are doing and worldwide, especially in Marathon month, Sankirtan. They could be on the streets of Glasgow or wherever, but they are not of these streets, they are not of this planet. They're carrying the transcendental message. This is our devotees. We should respect ourselves. Yeah, sure, we should respect ourselves. Respect ourselves begin with respecting body, respecting my tongue, respecting my speech, respecting my thought, respecting my desire, respecting my sanctity, purity, sacredness. That the body is a sacred vehicle. It has to be lived, made like a sacred temple. My thoughts, desires. It is purity that attracts Krishna. So, an awakened person is one who has not forgotten that, one who is always vigilant to the call of that. Everything in life is a push step towards that. Is it not? Everything in life is a step towards that. But the other day we were discussing, how would I like? Okay, I never. We asked this question way back. How would you like? How would we like? Would I like to die, or would I like to give up my body? Is there a difference between the two? Would I like to die, or would I like to give up my body? Would I like to die, or would I like to quit my body? Would I like to die, or would I like to change my body? Harsha, you were saying something?
Yeah, I think quit my body and leaving up my body, that is
Say again, Harsha.
more appropriate.
What?
I'm saying quitting the body rather than dying is more apt.
What is the difference between the two?
Hmm, difficult to comprehend. But dying is just nothing. It's over. But quitting a body is more spiritual, I would say. Uh,
What makes it more spiritual?
it is sounding so right and appropriate to me.
Someone rightly said, what? Just dying doesn't make a person spiritual. It is how we live and also how we live. Yeah. Externally may appear, see, externally the world is looking for a reason and instrument. Oh, died or how come? Oh, he पैर फिसल गया ना, his feet he slipped and oh, suddenly passed away. That how come heart attack? Right? How come this thing? These are external reasons. So there has to be some external thing, no? Internal mood, internal mood always has to be protected. So just dying doesn't make one a saint. If someone has died, doesn't make one a person holy, no. Yeah. How one lives, what is his values, understanding, principles, aims, and goals in life, and how he has internalized his mood, yeah. How he lives, and also how he leaves this world with what consciousness. So there's one thing is to die, another to quit one's body. Which one is in a more awakened state? Is dying in an awakened state or quitting one's body is in an awakened state? Quitting one's body means one understand that he's not this body, he's the spirit soul, and he's just giving up this body now. Giving up one's body means, yeah, he's not this body, he's the spirit soul, and he's giving this body now. He's changing this body now. And dying means, oh, die and soul, they are not compatible. Dying doesn't go with soul. Death is for the body. Dying goes with the body only. For, for the soul is eternal. For the soul, there is no death. Death is for the body only. Well, one which has come into birth is only going to die, right? The soul has never come into birth. How will the soul die then? No. So, he is an awakened person who is never forgetting death, who is always aware to the calling of death, who is vigilant to death, who is preparing life to meet death. How many do we prepare life to meet death? Yeah, death is sure to come. Just we do not know when, but it is sure to come. There's this Scottish comedian, Billy Connor or something like that, his name. Made this, he said, I heard from devotees, he said this funny, nice, very beautiful, very good thing. He said, I don't mind dying. No, no, I'm not at all afraid of dying. I don't mind dying at all. It's just I don't want to be there when it is happening. Huh? I don't mind dying. I'm not afraid of dying. It's just I don't want to be present there then when it is happening to experience it. We need not be present. We can just see change of body. That is nothing but a change of body. It will become even more strong to us only when I meditate on my spiritual body. Only when I hanker for a spiritual body. Only when I hanker for a spiritual eternal service. Only if I aim for eternity. Then I won't be attached to this body, and then that won't be painful. That will be the painless thing. Won't you? A pure devotee doesn't even realize, oh, I have died. No, because a pure devotee is so focused in on his meditation towards Radha Krishna, he doesn't even know that, okay, wow, actually I died on 2022 such and such date. No, pure devotee has protected his pure consciousness. And one who has protected his pure consciousness, there is no death. No death. Already living in this body, Jivan Mukta sa uchyate. Iha yasya Hare dasya karmana manasa gira. Nikhilashva api avastasu Jivan Mukta sa uchyate. One who is following Guru Gaurang and one who has dovetailed his life, everything, for the joy and pleasure of devotees Guru and Gaurang. So through consciousness, bhakti resides in the heart of the living entity. And heart means in the consciousness of the living entity. And consciousness never dies. So living entity never dies. And through consciousness is one serving Radha Krishna. So through consciousness, if one is always serving Radha Krishna, where is the question of death? There's no question of death then. That is just a formality for the living entity. One who has one who has aimed for transcendence. That is just a formality, a mere formality. Because jivane marane gati ar nahi mo. So for one who is what's the word? Not averse to dying, and nor is he too much in favor of living. One who is indifferent in a way with dying or living, or whether I die or live. One who has realized life is meant to glorify the divine couple. Now, if I have to die, I glorify the divine couple. If I have to live, I glorify the divine couple. Where is the problem for him then? No problem. And that is where we should be heading ourselves. That is where we should be uh, contemplating, or our mood should be. And this will only come about again. See, I understand Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. In theory or in practice, whatever. We understand Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Chant Hare Krishna and be happy. Hmm? Oh, go back to Vrindavan, Golok Vrindavan, Godhead, all this. But if I do not work upon bhav, bhakti is again bhav. Without bhav, there is no bhakti, Baba. Without bhav, there is no bhav in bhakti. Without bhav, bhakti doesn't take place. So that emotions, that transcendental emotions, those emotions, if I do not have for Radha Krishna, that relationship, that understanding, that hankering for a body and all. So I have to work on my role. Uh, Then yes, Krishna will see, yes, someone is becoming desperate for him. We also like when someone becomes desperate for us in a good way, not like, oh, he's becoming desperate to annoy or he's desperately annoying me. No. No one annoys Krishna actually. No one. And especially now we do bhakti, loving devotional service. So when Krishna realizes, yes, he's desperate, he's becoming desperate for me, Krishna likes that, and this is what Krishna wants. This is what our acharyas want. We have to exactly follow the footsteps of our acharyas. We have to do what they have done as well. Carry on those footsteps. Without desperation, where is the sense of anything? Then casualty, na? So, Mrityu Sarva Haraschaham. At the time of death, everything is taken away. Even now, everything is taken away, right? Time is taking away everything. Losing out, losing out, losing out. And that is the final stroke for Parikshit Maharaj. He had to die. But we need some catalyst, no? This external world is drama like. So for drama, there has to be some climax, there has to be some way the end. Something has to be there to show, okay, yes. Oh, died of COVID. Oh, yeah, okay, COVID. So the world, it's a gross external world, right? Some reason, something has to be put. Oh, Parikshit Maharaj, yeah, he died of snake bite. Oh, okay, yeah, such and such thing. Oh, him, he died of. But no, hmm, that is just an external thing. And, I mean, such can be our case as well. Why not? Why not? So, this is why we ask this question: what is better, to include Krishna in my plan or to include myself in Krishna's plan? So, this is a question: what is better, to include Krishna in my plan or include myself in Krishna's plan? For it to be death free, I just cannot afford. Oh, Krishna, can you come sanction my plan? Can you come in my plan, be in my plan, and all? And a sadhaka, a conditioned soul, what good can he be his plan? No good, no good. But if I'm in Krishna's plan, then you think can that ever have the audacity? Know this word audacity. Uh, If I am in Krishna's plan, can that have that courage, that audacity to check me, to take me? That is taking home those who have not taken the shelter of Krishna. As simple as that. That can only take them, those who have not taken the shelter of Krishna. And especially in this Kali Yuga, if someone has taken the shelter of Mahaprabhu, someone has taken the shelter of the teachings of Mahaprabhu, someone has understood the message of Mahaprabhu. No death for him. No death at all for him. No. So, death is for whom? One who has not taken the shelter of Krishna, only for them. One who has taken shelter of Krishna, what will time do for that person? What can death or anything do for that person? That is, time is also subordinate to Krishna. The personality of death is also subordinate to Krishna. Everyone is subordinate to Krishna. So, Mrityu Sarva Harastraham. Uh, Krishna is the all devouring, appears to one in the form of death. Like Prabhupada says this, right? Kitten in the mouth of a cat, and uh, rat in the mouth of a cat. Who is more safe? Kitten in the mouth of a cat. This is a question. And rat in the mouth of a cat. Who is more safe?
A kitten is more safe.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. She
Kitten
will
is
never do
more safe.
anything to her own kitten.
So we are we are living in the mouth of death only. We are in the grip of death. We all are entering death. But if I protect my consciousness, then just the body is anyways death only, na? Body is matter, matter में जाके मिल जाएगा. Matter will meet matter, and spirit will meet supreme spirit. Na? They all find their ultimate destination then. And this is the perfection. This is the perfection. And this ways everyone becomes pleased. Krishna becomes pleased, Lord Brahma becomes pleased, everyone becomes pleased. The whole creation is for this reason only. The in the jewel of this material creation is what? Human life, right? Human beings, human form of life. And why is this human form of life? To search Krishna, to go after Krishna, to fall in love with, to attain Krishna ultimately. That is the fulfillment of this human form of life. To attain eternal service, eternal shelter, eternal love for Krishna. That is the ultimate fulfillment. And look how negligent we are. Doesn't it show how careless and casual we are? How easygoing we are? How overconfident we are? Huh? In a way, how stupid we are? How crazy we are? Does it not sound like, oh my god, I'm such a, how crazy nuts we are, sort of? What is the most important thing in life? We are completely in a way, very irresponsible towards it. No, it doesn't budge us anything because we are very much conditioned. We have not been blessed by good devotee association. Hmm. That potential is there, but not taken good devotee association. So that is the this is why Bhagavad Gita teaches again how to live life, how to leave this life as well, how to relieve. Even from this point itself, I could have given up life. No, as in that, okay, I already died. I can die already now. Continue in this body. When I change my consciousness, purify, elevate my consciousness, then yes, from now on, that like some people commit, right? Many will be taking resolutions, New Year resolutions. Okay, I quit smoking, I quit drinking, I quit Facebooking, I could quit uh, YouTubing, I quit going for runs or whatnot. Huh? I quit this, I quit that, I quit shopping. I won't buy anything more than this much and all. These sort of promises and things, and yeah, some people stick by it as well. So if I can stick by this, yes, no more matter. I'm done with matter means sense enjoyment, loading, trying to pose one superiority, think that I am important and whatnot. I am important also, but not materially, spiritually. So when I actually live by this, that I give up matter, sense enjoyment, and all to please Krishna and devotees. And through that pleasure, I get real sense enjoyment. Then, yeah, material life is dead. Even living in this life, one living spiritually. And we make so many plans, arrangements, right? Oh, I will go this school, this uni, this college, earn money, get married, house, children, and all. But Krishna may have another plan. And generally, Krishna always has another plan. Yeah. So it's like, say, I might be someone is job searching, huh? And then in job search, someone is applying for jobs and all CVs and waiting for an interview. And now, also in his outside of this job search and interview time, he's going visiting friends, family, and all. Now, suppose an interview or organized, he went through the interview, and now what? He's waiting for the response. Still, he's engaging himself in visiting friends, family, programs, and all. Now, he got the final call that you have been selected for the job, and you have to join the office in 1 week time. Now the person could, this is the notice. You have to join the office in 1 week's time. If you can join, join in a week's time. Otherwise, we won't accept you. Okay. Now the person, he could be going from London to New York, whatever. But if he gets this phone call and message, he will give away everything. No, I will join the office now. I have to join in a week's time. Likewise, when we get this notice, Bhagavad Gita, this message and all, we have to take a U-turn. Yeah, we have to take a U-turn. Dovetail our life, our shape up our life all together this manner. Otherwise, everyone are getting notices and all. Everyone. So the sooner I make myself humble, the better it will be. Then the shocks will be, I will be very resistant to getting shocks. Otherwise we get so many shocks in life. How can I make myself shock proof, resilient to those shocks? When I've genuinely developed humility or when I'm working on developing humility. And what does humility mean? Seeing the glory of Radha Krishna forever, everywhere, forever, more and more. Seeing the glory of Guru and Gaurang, seeing the glory of devotees, their devotion, yeah, and trying to be a follower of them, trying to live life to please devotees, devotional service. That is humility and it is practical. Okay, any thoughts, questions, or comments? So that also is a representative of Krishna. Hmm. That also tells us of Krishna. For someone like we see in Bhagavatam also and in places like in third canto, yeah, and other place also like this thing for in Ramayana in yeah in sorry in Srimad Bhagavatam 10:43:17 when Krishna and Balram entered the arena of Kamsa for a wrestling match, the wrestlers were seeing them as thunderbolt. Wow, they are so strong, so hard. They were seeing those young boys like that, and others, the females there, and the Brajvasis and others, they were seeing Krishna as such a sweet, and he's one of our own and all. Huh? So, for a sadhaka, that is not to worry, that is to be embracing. That is like my ticket to Krishna. It is the platform which I have to cross over and attain Krishna. But one who is living with attachments, material attachments, only he has to worry, right? One who is living with material attachments, for him, that is a problem. Why? Because I have to give up material attachments. I have to give up my ignorance. Material attachments means accumulated ignorance. Can I say this? Material attachments means accumulated ignorance. Now see how strong it is. Ignorance and that also accumulated, piled up ignorance is material attachment. And to leave, give away, this is that why worry, right? Oh, house, partner, wife, children, name, fame, everything, and this hard labor, every gone. What will happen next? That means uncertainty. Now, if someone is materially attached, he will be uncertain. What will happen next? Where will I go? What it will be like? Hmm? But someone who is not materially attached, what fear has he got? What has he got to lose? There's one thing that another fear of that. Which is more heavy? Let me know. One is death, another is the fear of death. What do you think is more heavy? It's the fear of death which is more heavy. In life, we do not fear death so much than the fear of death, fear of facing death. That fear, very strong. Because we are so identify ourselves with this material body, material attachments, material calculations and all. And Krishna will take away what? This only. I'm all devouring that. So Krishna is going to snatch everything and for our good. For our good only. That no, my dear boy, my dear girl, this is not what life is meant for. You are meant to attain me, not attain death. Huh? So human life is a life of responsibility. It is a life to love, meant to love Krishna only. How precious life is. How precious this human form of life is. How glorious it is. How can I let it slip right in front of me? How can I let go of this beautiful opportunity? And association is the key factor in this to help us understand. So that no, we have to learn how to embrace that only when we can see the beauty in the other side of that, on the other side of life. So Krishna consciousness helps us see the beauty in life and also the most sublimity after life on the other side of life, which is called death. It's a passage that is a passage towards transcendence, eternity, and it is not imaginative. It is not like a fairy tale or no. We live in a very cover up society where death is not at all discussed. So casual, so easygoing with that. And if I do not understand this, how do I shape up my life? What changes do I make? This is why life is too short. A sadhaka would genuinely realize, hang on, I've anyways been procrastinating for long. I don't have long anyways life in this Kali Yuga. There's a lot to be done. Sadhaka should always find him short of time. I'm out with time. And I think I am also maybe short or running out of time or taken too much of your time. Any thoughts, questions, or comments? Also, no one can take anyone's time as such. Time is Krishna's only. Time is also Krishna's. And we cannot take Krishna's time or anything. So death, what does Krishna take away at the time of death? All our attachment, ignorance. This is what is taken away. Name, fame, subtle uh, attainments, achievements, and the gross body goes with body, all relations go. But consciousness can never be died. So what is to be protected, body or consciousness? That which is prone to die, that is which is made to die. What is the point in protecting it so much? There's so many makeup products, are there not? To make us our skin look good, skin look fair, glow, dark hair, this and that, no wrinkles. But we are trying to protect the body. What about the consciousness? If I'm not protecting the consciousness, wow, double damage I'm doing. But if I value consciousness, then I will try to protect my body as well, protect my mind, my desires, everything. And this is why devotional service engagement. And yeah, again, Krishna is the source of everything. So, fame, fortune, fine speech, and all, everything comes from Krishna. Krishna is the source of all of it. Okay, I think maybe we leave it here for today. Any thoughts, questions, or comments? So, Krishna is revealing this to Arjuna. And via Arjuna, we all are getting notices, we all are getting this revelation. The day we were born, we got notices, we are getting notices. There's this short story, right? A person, he has friendship or contact with God. Oh God, can you send me a notice just before I die? Can you send me notice before death so that I can be aware of? And at the time of that, I won't forget you. Okay. Because like this person, no, human being means what? One who is acting too smart. One who wants to act too smart. That is, he's a human. So acting too smart, oh God, can you send me a notice so that I know when I am dying and I will stop whatever I am doing and just meditate on you, call your name, think on you, and get to you. But God is very kind, Krishna is very kind. He said, yeah, so wait, fine, easily arranged. And what did Krishna do? Gave him toothache. That's a notice. Gave him back pain. That's a notice. Made him some loss of money. That's a notice. So many notices Krishna gave. Took away his mom, dad. That's a notice. And finally came for him. And then the person cries to Krishna, oh, Krishna, you didn't keep part of your promise. You didn't give me any notice. And Krishna shows us, look at your movie. So many notices I've been giving it to you. You lost your childhood. You lost your youth. The body is gone. You died childhood. You died youth. You died matured age. What more notice do you want? But we are gross. We are thick-headed, right? Oh Krishna, can you notify me? Send me an alarm reminder 2022, 10 December, 6 p.m. will be a final thingy. So I prepare myself according. That sort of notice we want, right? In gross matters, we can never understand Krishna, never. So this is why this is a very subtle science, and it's a revelation in the heart. We need inspiration, encouragement all the way through to practice, and then Krishna will do all the magic he's doing, anyways. So, on this note, I give you peace. May we all live long and long forever and ever, which we are actually. But problem is in different bodies. And now we protect our consciousness and we do only one thing, which is loving Krishna. Externally, I may be going to school, college, uni, bringing children home, feeding children, whatever. But internally, everything to bring joy to Radha Krishna, to love Krishna. And when I start thinking, working, living like that, that body is there. Our body is right there. Right now, through my actions, desires, and all, I'm creating a new material body. Just like someone constructs a building, okay, yeah, you put in matter and cement and everything, okay, one floor is done, building is constructed. Then suddenly, if you're out of cash, money, and all, less permission, some issues, you stop the construction. So likewise, we are making our new next body based on our karmic reaction, desires, and all. But when we start loving Krishna, we come out of karma with love is beyond good and bad, right and wrong, everything. So we get a loving body in which there is no pain, there is life forever, joy, fun forever, and this is what the heart's desire is. So we aim to fulfill our heart's desire so that we can love Krishna and Radha forever, evermore, evermore, evermore. Thank you for your patience, listening, and encouragement. Hare Krishna.
Hare